Attorney General KIWANUKA, alongside generals from the court martial led by Joint Chief of Staff Legal Services Brigadier General Moses Wandera, appeared before the Joint Committee reviewing the UPDF Amendment Bill 2025 to defend the proposed changes. Although the stage required the appearance of the Minister of Defence and Veteran Affairs, MPs expressed concern when the UPDF legal team appeared instead.
We are going to do this in the presence of the witnesses, in the presence of the brigadiers, in the presence of the colonel, presence of the lieutenants. Chair, I have reservation. Are you doing this to intimidate members of the committee? Because this procedure is completely alien.
We got a problem with the clause after they have left, again calling them back. I thought it would be tedious.
At one point, you need to dispense with attendance of the UPDF.
I was thinking that we should have the minister here, because this should be coming with their minister. And even if they are to make any contribution, it should be with their minister. If their minister is here, I don't think Honorable Jonathan would have any problem.
KIWANUKA addressed several queries during his first session with the committee. He proposed that all military stores be clearly marked to discourage civilian misuse of items such as firearms, boots and uniforms.
As long as the billet does not have that insignia or emblem, then it's not UPDF.
The purpose is not to guard the UPDF stores and keep them in stores. It is to ensure that they are not misused in the public. If a person breaks into a house at night in that uniform, how am I to know whether it is UPDF or a thief wearing something similar to UPDF? So as you go through this law, let us be careful to discourage the public from even using those things which are similar to military stores. So that
there's inscription like on shoes, but there are colors that are specifically earmarked for the police, for UPDF, for prisons. You cannot joke with those colors. We cannot bring those colors to be on inscription.
The committee also sought clarity on Section 30 of the bill regarding service offences. KIWANUKA noted that UPDF operations often involve civilians, citing interventions in Karamoja, especially in cattle rustling.
Operations of UPDF are very much civilian-based because UPDF works more with civilian operations. So Section 1, subsection 1A, where a person voluntarily accompanies a unit or other element in active service in a place. So you know you're going into active service. You voluntarily go there. So if you know that you're going to attack, it's a war, and you voluntarily take that step, then don't run away.
Once the UPDFs have come to your village, you just said, all the young men lying, let's go, let's help us in this. And the fear here is that if you introduce an offense along the way, you have no defense. If you say you are voluntary, which you are not, and then you...
KIWANUKA expressed optimism that the law would curb civilian misuse of firearms and other military stores.
Why do we have to take them to the court-martial? Two things. You're discussing guns, the court-martial are the ones who understand guns. So if you're talking about the use of violent means of doing things, the people who understand the violent circumstances under which those things can be done are soldiers. So if I'm going to go and ask a person, why did you shoot? I was under threat of attack. Was it self-defense? The soldier will be able to understand whether this was self-defense or it was not self-defense. In this circumstance, what would I do? So we are saying that the civilians who want to be civilians should stay away from firearms illegally.
He also explained the offence of aiding and abetting.
And abet, not the stealing of iron sheets, but murder, aggravated robbery, kidnap with intent, treason, misprision of treason, and cattle rustling. Let us use another example. A civilian is embedded in an active service of distributing relief. Then this soldier and the civilian leave this town and they go to a person's home and they kill the person. Yes, that civilian and the soldier will be subject to military law.
Of tolerance that has been exhibited may not sufficiently allow evidence to be brought to determine who is innocent and who is guilty. In most cases, there has been that omnibus conviction.
Brigadier General Wandera noted that in criminal law, separating the aider from the principal offender may weaken the case.
Now, the robbery was committed by the UPDF soldiers. The two cousins are not the civilian. Now, Article 210 requires us, the UPDF, to instill discipline in the force. Here we are, placed in a corner. Civilians who are opting, as the Honorable Attorney General has been emphasizing time and time again, who feel they should associate with us, get some errant soldiers, aid them to do this act.
Bugweri County MP Abdu Katuntu questioned why the court-martial, established in 1968, has become a point of contention. I'm Nafka Farid and Gloria Gwitabinji at Parliament.